This video is going to show you how to install the battery into a Ducati Supersport 950. Okay, so battery installation, I'll put it into its cradle and then we'll fit it back in. Just have to move the terminals out of the way and then we can just slide it back in. Once we've got the battery back in, we can now refit the retaining bracket, and that's going to be held in place with a 8mm bolt. Okay, now we can refit our positive terminals underneath the cover. So we'll refit the positive terminals and then we'll refit the cover. Positive terminal going back on. I also like to give it a little tighten, not too tight, just with the 8mm socket, just a little tight. Next bit to refit is going to be this cover, but behind that cover is also this retaining bracket. So this retaining bracket is actually going to hold the top of the battery in place. So essentially that bracket's going to fit in there like that, and then the cover's going to go over the top, and that's going to be retained by a 4mm Allen screw. Bevel that cover, that's going to have the bracket sitting in there, and there's a 4mm Allen screw, so we need to screw that whole lot into there. So that'll retain the top of the battery and cover the positive terminal. So cover and retaining brackets being tightened with a 4mm screw. Last thing we need to do is put the negative terminal back on. And like the positive terminal, what I'm going to do here is just give it a little tighten with an 8mm socket, just a little bit. So that's the battery reinstalled, and we can now reinstall the left-hand fairing.